Good morning. It's another beautiful day in the great state of Idaho. I'm here on my deck in the morning, got my exercising in, got some of my stretching in. I'm reading my Bible, and I've been reading my Bible, and I just finished the book of Galatians. And now, as most of you know, as I've made very well known, I'm proud to be a believer in Jesus Christ as my Savior. I am nothing without Him. But I thought about some of these things that I read in Galatians, and one of the things is it talks about the fruit of the Spirit. And what does that mean? And even if you're not a believer, it talks about you can tell the success or I don't want to say it's success, but that's kind of what kind of my brand is and what I kind of talk about. But you can tell essentially the mentality, the productivity, and the future of a person by knowing their fruits of the Spirit. Now, what does that mean? Well, one of the things that they talk about in Galatians is knowing the fruits of the Spirit. You'll see by the works that they do. In other words, what they do is what they manifest in their life and what they believe. And one of the things is, do they have productive habits or destructive habits? And so it caused me a lot to think about the 7 deadly sins. And I want you to all know, who follow me, I'm just as much of a sinner as anybody. I struggle with all these things. But if you think about the 7 deadly sins, I think that's a worldly term, but they're certainly somehow referenced in the Bible. They talk about them: gluttony, wrath, slothfulness, lust, pride, anger, all those. And all of us can struggle with those, right? But we think about destructive habits, and sometimes people say, oh, just a little bit's okay. Is it? Is a little bit of drinking okay? Is a little bit of smoking weed okay? Is a little bit of lust okay? Is a little bit of wrath okay? No. It's still sin. And even if you don't believe in Jesus Christ as your Savior, it is not going to move you forward. Those are not productive habits to have. It will not lead to a productive lifestyle. It's not going to make the future better for you if you have those types of habits. Not even a little bit. And don't make the excuse like, well, it's better than it was. No. This has to be zero, essentially. I'm not saying it's possible, but I'm saying it's a goal to shoot for. It is possible. We know Jesus Christ did it. And is it possible for me? No. I will always have probably some of those, and at least in the back of my mind, always, right? Lead a life that shows others your fruits of the Spirit. And you know what? All that's going to do is make your life more productive, make it more successful, and people will aspire to be like you. And of course, never be outworked.